Have you ever wanted to write a book? What about 50? Our next guest and author, Jeff Crawford, has written over 50 books, all different genres. You're looking at some of them right there. They're all different. I love all the covers of them. Jeff, thanks for being on the show this morning.
It's an honor and a treat. I appreciate being here.
Absolutely. When did you decide, I think I want to write a book?
Actually, it was strange. I'd been thinking about it because I had a long history of hunting and fishing, and I was a cowboy in my younger years.
Yeah.
And I had all these stories, and I thought it would make a fun book.
Yeah.
But I never really gave it a lot of thought until I had to have surgery. And he said, you're going to be sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
And I didn't know what I was going to do with my time. So I said, well, I'm going to start writing a book. So I did, and I wrote it and 8 more because it was a lot of fun to do.
Did you just keep coming up with ideas as you're writing? You're like, that's not going to fit here, but it'll fit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then I had these 8 books, and then they all went in the bottom of a desk drawer because they were horrible. I didn't know how to write. I didn't know anything about it. But the 9th one, something clicked, and it worked. And that was the first one we published. And then I just sort of took off running, and I've never run out of ideas yet.
That's crazy, because it's one thing to have an idea, but then to keep it going for a whole book. Do you ever get stuck? What do you do? How do you get unstuck?
I usually go play my banjo.
Okay.
Or do a little woodworking.
Okay.
But it doesn't take but about 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I hear people talk about writer's block for days and weeks.
Right.
A couple hours. If it's more than that, you're just not trying.
You're not trying. Oh, okay.
You know, I mean, because it's there. You just got to figure out how to do it.
How to plug it.
And then, and then you just take off running again and see what happens. Because it's as big a surprise to me what happens in a book as it is to the reader. Because I don't outline. I don't know before I start it what is going to happen. I figure it out as I go. And most of the time, I'm pretty surprised at the end.
That's kind of fun, because some people know exactly. They have the beginning and the end.
Right.
In the middle, they're just kind of making it up to meet those. So I like it. You're like, well, let's see where this ride goes.
No, I've gotten down to the last page and had no idea how it was going to end.
That's so fun. Do you have a favorite kind of genre? Because I'm seeing, that's a bunch right there.
My publisher wants me to say Westerns.
Okay, well that makes sense with your cowboy background.
Yeah, but it's not. I mean, Westerns are fun, and I like to write dark, not necessarily horror, but I like to write dark things that are going to make you pull the blanket up to your chin while you read, and turn the lights on at night. I like to write those, and I like pure suspense.
I do too. That's what I like to. We're like, okay, I'm going to go to bed as soon as I finish this chapter. Oh gosh, no, now it's like 1:30 in the morning.
Yeah, I want that one more chapter.
Yes,
that's the ones that I really like to write.
Yes. Well, Jeff, where can we find your books?
The best place to find my books is my Amazon author page, Jeff Crawford on Amazon. You can see all 54 books, I think it is now, and 55 will be coming out sometime next week that I'm writing with another writer named Charles Ray. And that's a really interesting book. But yeah, they're all there, and you can get them in. There's a few romance books, there's some suspense, there's some horror, and there's a lot of Westerns and mountain men books.
I think it's so cool. I love getting in the minds of authors because I love to read and I love to hear your process. So thank you so much, Jeff. Again, find him on his Amazon page, Jeff Crawford.
Jeff Crawford.
Thank you, Jeff. Very
Thank you.
Cool. Nice to meet you.